Hello, scientists. We have another day of working towards. Oh, I know that we love this learning target now because we've been working on this for so long. It is the same as before. We are learning to use fossils to figure out what habitats used to be like when fossils were alive, right? Because fossils are remains of animals that used to be alive. So we can look at them to figure out what animals used to live in a habitat, and then we're going to try to take it another step further and figure out what the actual habitats used to be like too when those fossils were living animals. Okay? So, like we've already gone over, we're past step one, and right about now we're hanging out on step two, trying to climb our way up to step three. Okay? Alright, so just to review, we go to our Google slide for our word wall in case we ever come across something we don't know, especially if we're watching this after Miss Hazel's done science live, like if you missed a live lesson. And you'll see today that we have 4 new words. I don't want you to be scared, okay? Because we're going to get through it. It's all going to be good. We have 4 new words that are going to help us with today's focus. So, yesterday, we learned even more about why scientists think that dinosaurs looked like lizards. I wonder if you can name the reasons. Why do we think that we know what dinosaurs looked like? Right, so first, the bones, especially skulls. The skulls of dinosaurs have a lot of openings in them, just like lizard skulls. Then we had the scales, and before that, we had those dinosaur eggs. So we have scales, skulls, and that they both lay eggs. All right? So there we go. We just did that actually. Here, just a reminder by scientists. So similar means very much alike. Similar skulls. Oh, I forgot I have my special writing tool. My bad. Similar skulls was one reason. Then we had lay eggs. And last but not least, scales. Okay? So that's our evidence so far. Okay? Evidence for our claim. There we go.
So all of these clues, the bones, the eggs, the skin, these are the reasons why we think dinosaurs looked like reptiles on the outside, even though we don't have any photos or videos of what dinosaurs looked like when they were alive. This is why in movies and paintings and sculptures, artists always depict dinosaurs as looking like giant lizards. It's exciting we're able to figure out what they look like, but there's still so much more that would be great to know about dinosaurs. Like, how do we know what they ate? In all these pictures or movies, we seem to like to show Tyrannosaurus rex attacking things, or we show sauropods munching on plants. Unfortunately, we can't watch them eat because, well, they've all been dead for millions of years. We can't look in their stomachs because the stomachs rotted away, never having turned into fossils. So is there a way we can tell what dinosaurs ate? Yes, there is.
Really?
It's the teeth.
Huh. The teeth.
Just like we can compare the dinosaur skulls with the skulls of animals today, so we can also compare dinosaur teeth with the teeth of animals alive today. Animals that eat mostly meat, called carnivores, have sharp, pointed teeth, which help them grab and hold their prey.
All right, so we have that new word. That word was actually over here on our dictionary. So when we click on it, we'll get the definition. A carnivore is an animal that eats the flesh of other animals. Right? It eats its prey, like Doug is saying.
The animals that they eat. Here's a lion skull, another great example of a carnivore. You can see it's not just their front teeth that are sharp. Their back teeth, called the molars, are sharp and pointed as well. That's great for cutting and tearing meat off the bone. But with all these sharp teeth, they don't really have any easy way to chew and grind up their food. So carnivores usually bite and tear and then just gulp down their food without chewing it much. They have terrible table manners. Animals that eat mostly plants, called herbivores, have teeth that look like this.
Yeah, so herbivore. That was a funny spot to pause. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, herbivore was another word that was on our word wall for today. Animals that eat plants.
The front teeth are big and flat. That's good for cutting leaves or grass. And then their back teeth are big and pretty flat as well, which is useful for grinding up the plants as they chew from side to side. What about animals that eat both plants and meat? Well, they're called
I gave it away. I wasn't quick enough.
Omnivores. And just like you might expect, they have some teeth that are like those of plant eaters, and some teeth that are like those of meat eaters.
Yeah, it's like a combination of both. And wow, that is also a new word on our word wall.
Their front teeth are large and flat for chopping through plants. And then behind those, they have these sharp teeth called canines, which are pointy for catching prey. So even though dinosaurs are long since dead, we could look at their teeth and figure out what kinds of food they ate. Practice a little bit here. See if you can figure out whether each of these animals we're going to show you are meat eaters, plant eaters, or omnivores just by looking at its teeth.
All right, so we are going to do this tomorrow. Now, we have this last word here that we haven't gone over yet today. That is the word classify. I wonder if you know what it means when I say that we're going to classify something. All right, so when you classify something, I don't know why that's doing that. Let's see. When we classify something, that's another word for like we sort something. We sort something into groups of things that are similar. So a way to classify animals is by organizing them, grouping them by what they ate. And that's why we have herbivore, carnivore, and omnivore. Those are all ways to classify animals. Animals that only eat plants are herbivores. Animals that only eat meat, carnivores, or mostly eat meat. And omnivores are animals that eat a balance of both. So on Friday, you are going to get to be paleontologist and classify dinosaurs into these three groups if they are herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores. So 1, 2, or 3. In the meantime, what you're going to do today is you're going to go on to BrainPop Junior and you're going to work on classifying animals yourself. You have a BrainPop Junior assignment also today. So you'll exit this video and go on BrainPop Junior, and then on Friday, you'll have the chance to be a paleontologist too. All right? Get to work, scientists.